Hello, hello. How's everyone doing? Hope you're doing good. So I'm doing my little formative assessment mini lesson on using mini whiteboards as an all students response system. And so we obviously know getting responses from the entire class is important to determine whether or not the class is ready to move on from a topic. And this is especially true in math. Really little things can catch some kids up. So before we move forward and just continue their being lost, it's really important for us to step back and check in with everyone and gather some data to see whether or not they're ready to move forward, or maybe we need to reteach some things. So I think mini whiteboards are the most effective way to do this in math class, and I think that they could be used, I'm sure, in other subjects as well, English, history, kind of everything, as long as you keep the questions, as long as the questions will give kind of easy answers or short answers. So mini whiteboards, they're great because they give teacher real-time information on student learning. You can ask a question, have the kid write it down quickly. The whole class can hold up the boards, and you can just scan real quick if you're doing it right and gather the information for the entire class in a matter of seconds. It allows for, like I said, quick whole group answers, and I also like it because it gives a little bit of anonymity as well. Instead of calling on a student and asking them to share, maybe they're nervous that they're going to give the wrong answer, or they're just unsure and they don't want everyone to kind of laugh or whatever. So with these, in my experience, kids aren't looking around trying to see what other people wrote. It's really kind of a quick thing if you do it right. So everyone's kind of hopefully less stressed about sharing what they think in terms of giving their answers. So it kind of gives you a gauge on the entire class. And then it also allows for a wide range of questions and answers. Especially in math, this is good because, as you'll see, I need to know if kids know how to graph things. I also want to know maybe if they can write out certain formulas. So for math especially, it's just a very freeing formative assessment that gives a lot of freedom in terms of what I can ask and what kind of questions I can ask, but also what I can ask students to show me. So for example, with my performance task that I'm doing, it has to do with comparing linear and quadratic equations. So these are kind of three that I might ask my students to see where they're at. I would do it all separate though. I wouldn't do it all at once because I want to just see one answer and then have them erase it. But so, like for number one, I would say write a linear equation. I don't have a mini whiteboard, so I'm using paper. But so they would just be able to write down maybe the generic form, take a couple of seconds, everyone holds it up, I can scan the room, see what they have, and then decide if they all have it good, we can move on. Like if some kids wrote maybe a quadratic equation, I need to step back and kind of help them distinguish between the two. And also, even if it might not even be that they give me the wrong answer, but if kids take more than a second to do this, I know that they're not 100% clear and that maybe I need to step back and review something. So for number two, with the versatility, in this case, I'm asking them to draw the graph of a quadratic equation. So again, it should only take a second. They should know that the negative a value gives a quadratic equation, or a parabola that opens down, and I can see that right away. And again, if they're just hesitant even for a few seconds, I mean, I would obviously give them several seconds to think about it and process and everything. But if it goes too long and they're really not sure, then I know, well, they don't know that a negative a value does it, and I'm going to just revisit it real quick because it's important to know. And then for three, it shows, and this could be used, you could use it for multiple choice in any subject, but so in this case, which of the following equations is a quadratic equation? Again, they can scan the questions, and then all they're going to do is write the answer, circle it, and hold it up. And I'd be able to look over the entire class and gauge whether or not everyone knows it almost instantly in a matter of seconds. So yeah, this was using mini whiteboards as a formative assessment to gauge entire class responses. So thank you very much. I hope you all are having a great day.